Welcome to the Country Place Greenhouse Show. Today we'd like to go ahead and talk a little bit about Gerber daisies. For this Memorial Day and then on after Memorial Day, we're going to have a 2-for-1 sale on the Gerber daisies. Our Gerber daisies are very colorful, they're bright and cheerful, and you got to remember you got to go ahead and deadhead them when that flower goes bad, such as the one here. When the flower starts going bad, then you have to go down, all the way down the base of it and break it off. And you break it off, and that way it'll keep forming new flower heads like that one's forming. And that way you can go ahead and keep them coming all summer. Now, sometimes if the summer gets exceptionally hot, the Gerber daisies like a little bit of cooler weather, and they might not flower quite as well in the summertime, but come fall, as the weather cools down, they'll start to flower again. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. But they are real pretty right now, and it's something that I think you would enjoy. And we have a 2-for-1 sale starting this week and going all the way past Memorial Day, and it's something that you can take advantage of. Now, throughout the greenhouse, probably if you look around, we have a lot of nice hanging baskets, petunia baskets. There is one exceptionally good basket which is right above our heads here, and that is the Vinca Basket. The Vinca Basket is something that is a real good basket for the summertime. It's sort of a carefree basket too, and that does not require a lot of pruning and etc. And it'll take more sun, and it's a real good basket, especially if you probably want something you have to care for a little less and don't have to prune, such as with a petunia or some of the other plants. And we have several different colors. We have 5 different colors, so you have some choices of what you can do with them. And that's a Vinca Basket. Some people call it periwinkle, so I think you have to be prepared for that. Periwinkle or Vinca baskets are a real good item for the summertime. Even though spring was late this year and people had a real hard time going ahead and planting things, it was very difficult. We had warm weather, then cold weather, and back and forth, and the wet weather, and now people are planting a lot of tomatoes. We still have a lot of tomatoes in a 48 cell pack. This is a Better Boy tomato, which is a real good all-around tomato, and we have several different varieties that you can choose from that are in the 48 pack, and we'll have new varieties that are coming on, or new plantings that are coming along. We have some 4-inch plants that are for the person who wants a little bigger plant, and we're trying to go ahead and schedule new plantings in so we can kind of keep the favorites, you might say, on the shelves. It's been a difficult year as far as production goes, and as far as you getting out and planting. Now, down here at the very end of the table, we have some rhubarb. Rhubarb is not exactly a favorite of a lot of people, but it does appeal to people, and they are definitely like it real well. The rhubarb is a good plant, and we do have some real fine specimens here, and they're $12 each. And something that you could take a look at if you want to add a rhubarb to your program. I know my dad used to love rhubarb pie, and maybe you have some in your family that loves rhubarb pie also. We also have a good selection of peppers and squash and cabbage on the far side here, and like I said, it's not too late to plant. You can still do a lot of planting. We even have some real hot peppers, the reapers and things as such, if you like the real hot stuff. We do have other peppers that don't have quite the hotness to them, and something you might enjoy a little bit more. As you look up through the greenhouse, you can see the geraniums that are ready, and hanging baskets, and we constantly have a supply of hanging baskets that we replenish all the time, and therefore you always have a good pick of some fresh baskets. And when they get a little bit different, I don't have a basket I can really show you right now, but you trim them and things as such. I'm going to show you a product that I think is really good for baskets and general flowers right now. Okay. Now, what I was telling you about is Osmocote. This is not an advertisement for Osmocote as such, but Osmocote works very well if you go ahead and put it on your flowers. You go ahead and put it on according to directions, and Osmocote will go ahead and feed your plants based upon the directions for about a month at a time. And we do have a good selection of it here. We have some for flowers and vegetables, then we also have for the outdoor and indoor, and that has the plus, which is the added nutrients. You really don't have to use organic material for your flowers, because after all, you're not going to be eating them or nothing like that. And so Osmocote works very well as a slow release fertilizer, and it's a lot better than some of the other products on the market. And we use it quite a bit, like in our mum production, and then also on our hanging baskets. We try to get some on there as the season goes on to help hold them and do a better job for the customer. We also have some bag mulch. If you're interested in the hardwood bag mulch, we have that. It's a real good mulch. It's good color to it. We have the natural brown, which is another one that you can use, and something that some people like just the natural brown and rather not have any color with it. Now we do have some red out in the yard, and I do want to mention this, that we're having a special sale on that red for $20 a scoop. That's about a yard scoop, 20 yards for the loose red mulch that we have out in the yard. Now we have a new mulch here. This is called cherry brown, and that's in bags too. So we do have these mulches available, and we also have the black mulch out as a loose scoop, and that's $29 for a scoop on the skid loader, which is pretty close to a yard. A gentleman came around. He had this chairs made out of tobacco sticks, which I thought was kind of unique, really. He did a real good job making it. We put a Thumbelina in with it, and of course the Thumbelina is a plant that just does not know when to quit growing. It grows and grows and grows, and we made like a teepee where it'll be solid yellow or orange, whatever the color might be of that particular plant. But you can see how it's winding around, it'll wind around this chair, and I think it's a pretty attractive little display that we have. We also have a good selection of elephant ears. Elephant ears are a good plant. A lot of people like them. They range in price from $15 through $25, and then we got some bigger ones, and we'll have to negotiate a price. We have the ferns right here, which is a Kimberly Queen ferns. We don't have very many left, but we do have around 15 or 20 that are quite good. They're just growing. They're not as big as what we had originally, but they are quite nice. And they do take the hot sun a little bit more than some of the other plants. Now down here we have some banana trees, and I think the banana trees are something that is hardy and it will grow back every year. And a lot of people put them out. They're a little different growth habit than the elephant ear. They don't have quite as big a leaf, but they are kind of a nifty little plant. Now here we have just a sampling of some ferns. This fern is called a Macho Fern. Now we also have it in a 10-inch basket, and they are really a growthy fern. They don't know any bounds for growing. They really grow big, and if you want something that will grow big and showy, a Macho Fern is what you need to have. And they're very reasonable price. In the hanging basket, they're $13.50. Well, I'd like to thank you for listening to the Country Place Greenhouse Show today. We're located on Highway 55, directly across the Lebanon Springfield Airport, and I hope you get a chance to visit us this weekend and down the road. Thank you.